Alright folks, welcome back to For Johan. We are facing Plzen today, the second leg of that qualifier. The first leg I tweeted about, so do follow me at Knock It Wide if you missed that. It was 1-0 in that first leg. Kasper Dolberg goal settled the tie. It was quite even, more even than I'd like. This is the system I'm now trialling. It's a bit odd, I know. It looks a little bit, I don't know, like a weird skull. Make of that what you will. We've started the league season pretty dreadfully. We lost 1-0 at Heracles in bizarre circumstances, I have to be honest. They lost 3 men to injury, so they were unable to make subs. We hit the woodwork 3 times, including a missed penalty from Huntelaar. He had a shocker. We fined him a week's wages. Got an achievement for that, but not the achievement I wanted, and the goal they scored was a mistake by ArenA, hence his 6.2. Probably should have fined him as well, but we can't now. But all in all, that was pretty odd. We just lost control of the game. We should have had far more possession against Heracles. Then we played that Champions League tie, and that was fine. And then we played Groningen at home. You'd expect us to walk all over them. We did not. We had the better of the chances, albeit, actually, no, we didn't, did we? But we had a late flurry. At half-time, we hadn't had a single shot on target. So in the second half, we changed the system and we actually had a few chances, and again we hit the woodwork a couple of times, but ultimately they were the better team, I've got to be honest. So I'm at the end of my tether when it comes to the league, but this is the new system that we're going to trial. We're going to get Yunus involved and Hayek on the right side. I'm desperate to get the front two of Dolberg and Huntelaar working as a combined unit, and to be honest, I've dropped the central midfield 3 or whatever it is. It's probably because we don't really suffer from a lack of control in the middle of the park. We do lose the ball there, but we're not generating any attacks from it. I think it's because there's a lot of men standing there. So I'm trying 3 at the back with 2 attacking wing-backs. Hopefully that'll give us enough support to move forward. Those are the instructions down the right side. I'm learning as I'm going with this because I'm finding this, I mean, you can see there's a lot of negatives going on from recent matches, far more than positives. So it's important that we just find a system that suits us. And hopefully this will be one that does. We'll find out. We should beat Plzen today. Fingers crossed. I'll see you pitch side. So there indeed is the team. Andrea Ivanchits did cause us severe problems when we played in the first leg. So hopefully he is quiet today. It all relies really on the back 5 and including ArenA being in control of the game. And well, they've not been. It's a team should have, yes, indeed. Well, they're not bothered. So let's see if we can get out there and turn in a performance of reasonable quality, because I think that's what's been lacking really. Is we've had a stuttering start to the career. Bar that last gasp win over Nice, which was a particular highlight, I must say. It's been pretty average, although I'm impressed. I'm encouraged by the fact that we're keeping good possession, although we're not doing anything with it. We've had 1 shot off target, so at least maybe we're keeping a bit more possession of the ball. You'd expect it to even out, as it is indeed. Take a corner in the 18th minute. Ziyech fisted away by the goalkeeper. Dolberg heads back in. Pavel Nosek, the Victoria Plzen goalkeeper, collects. He goes downfield with a long goal kick, and we easily control that. Now, will we find ArenA has got space to operate? That's maybe what's been the problem. Is Oriula crossed, and that's happened a few times, to be honest. Mitchell Dykes has caused a lot of issues with his crossing, but it's because the crosses have been overhit. I don't know if that's something that's a little bit prevalent too much in the beta so far. His crosses looping along. I mean, we've all seen FM crosses hitting the crossbar, but that seems, I mean, we were isolated here, haven't they? They've left more men up than we can deal with, and this is a problem. What's happening here? Delight heads it away, but they bring it away. Ivanchits, who is orchestrating. Maybe we haven't got enough men in the middle of the park to defend. Maybe we sacrifice that for attack. Viskil and ArenA makes an uncomfortable save, and it goes away for a corner. So maybe this isn't the kind of game to be trialling systems in, but it is the game I am trialling a new system in, because we've just simply not been good enough. We weren't great against Nice when we won. They should have destroyed us, or they did destroy us in terms of play in that first leg. They definitely deserved to go through, in my opinion, but we've sneaked through, and here we are. Possession-wise, we've been decent. We haven't restricted Plzen to a shot. That save from ArenA, not classed as a strike. He must have been crossing the ball. Here's Victor Krejci. I think it's Victor Krejci. He loses out. No, he doesn't, because two men couldn't get past each other to collect the ball. And again, we're pinned back. Now, hopefully we can pick this up. And this is where I'd hope at least we're building a system that can attack. And here we go. Now, Ziyech, he's got the overlap, but he chooses to come in field. He goes for the overlap instead of the other side of Dags. There it is again, the cross going straight on goal. Now, you don't get that in top-level football that much. Crosses being overhit to the point where they actually become a danger to a goalkeeper. Yes, a lot of crosses do fly over the crossbar and out into side nettings and such, but do you really see them causing a goalkeeper that's had a severe issue? Not twice in a half, which we've seen today, and I've seen it a few times already in the game. So that's a little bit of a throwback almost. So we'll have to. I say we'll have to keep an eye. There's not much I can do about it. Let's have a word with the team, because it's not really been. I mean, what was that there? There's a subdued atmosphere. Well, if there is I'm not happy with it, to be honest. That was pretty appalling again. And again, I shoulder the blame for the system, but ultimately the players just aren't performing, and I don't know why that is. Maybe we could go to a 2 at the back system with fullbacks, but that seems a little bit risky to me. Answers on a postcard as to what we do here, but we'll kick off the second half and see how this develops. I mean, we're fully in control of the game, of the tie, but it really is not what you'd expect Ajax to be doing. You'd expect us to be playing free-flowing football, and we're just not hunting our heads over from 6 yards. He should have been doing better than that, and he's been a little bit disappointing as well. Ziyech takes a free kick straight into the wall. He'll get the rebound. He keeps it just in on the touchline. Where's he going with this? ArenA gives it to Amin Younes. Finds Dolberg, who crashes one in. Nicely weighted pass onto him. He just was the extra man over, and that should see us through into the qualifier, rather from the qualifiers into the group stages proper. So that's excellent. But again, it's a stuttering, it's a disjointed performance at best. Dolberg, first time strike, top corner, no problem with that. Questions to be answered, really, and I hope I'm going to be able to answer them. Let's make some changes, shall we? Let's pause while we do so. There's a little, I need to see, you need fitness on that. I mean, what I've noticed, if you can click this tactics button in the top right, and you get what I consider my old tactics screen in. So this is what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to get ArenA off, and I'm going to bring on Van der Beek. I think he's, although the circle there, the comfort is broken. So there we go, we'll correct that. And let's confirm the sub. So Daily Van der Beek comes on. Mitchell Dykes goes into the book, and Ziyech will take a corner. You'd expect us to be able to pull away with the as Plzen start to tire. Ziyech, he has been all over the park until our heads, and that's better from him. A nice controlled header. He's arching backwards, he gets his head on it and puts it beyond the goalkeeper. So there's an area now of comfort and control about the fixture. But again, it's just not been, we've not been at our best, but I don't really know. We've not been at our best since I took charge. That is a good header, in fairness, and a good chance created by Ziyech. So maybe there's signs of life. You know, we've kept a team out completely, so if we can keep the back door closed, albeit against Plzen, that's encouraging. And as we go into the last 5, that should be that. It's difficult to see anything happening further now, so that'll be the last 10 seconds. And that'll be game. Excellent. So, all in all, you know, it's what are we? I would give us a C for effort alone. We qualify through, so it's a good win. Let's hope that the team, you know, we need that atmosphere to keep growing. We need the team to trust the staff, and hopefully we'll see better results in the Eredivisie. That's the key, really. I was hoping to push on beyond the into the Eredivisie top echelon, not to struggle qualifying in the Champions League as we have, and all that. Champions Group stage is tomorrow, so we may as well kick on with that. I'll meet you in Switzerland for the draw. All right then, so Champions League draw. We are seeded in pot 3, which includes Tottenham Hotspur, Liverpool, and Roma of note. Yes. So let's see what we do then. So the top seeds are in. You don't want to play, I suppose, Shakhtar or Moscow or Benfica are probably the weakest. Your pot 2s, what are the tidy groups there? You probably don't want Group G with Bayern and Napoli, Juve and Man United in Group C, Chelsea. In fact, every group is a little bit... So, what are we going to get? Oh, that was a big one as well. We get AS Monaco and Man City. So, yeah, we're going out, aren't we, really? Let's be honest. And who do we want from these? It's going to be Ludogorets or Copenhagen. It's Copenhagen. So, it's an interesting group. It's a nice group. We'll get some good funds out of that, but ultimately terrifying. Look at that. Absolutely terrifying. Yeah. So, fantastic. Well, do pop a like on the video. That would mean the world again to me for the qualification to the group stages. That's got to be an achievement for Ajax, surely. They didn't make it in real life this season, so maybe I've eclipsed the current manager in that regard. But do pop a like on there. Subscribe for far more content coming soon. I will hopefully be back for... When shall we return? I think I'll be back for the league game at home to Vitesse. That's at the end of this next month, so there'll be a good clutch of games, including a Champions League tie and away defeat to Monaco. Away tie at Monaco. So there'll be quite a few bits to run through, and hopefully there won't be any more defeats to talk about. As I say, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Goodbye.